Welcome into another episode of Truth Be Told. I am joined again by my co-host, Caroline Jaravicious.
Hello.
Thanks for coming back, Caroline.
Yep. Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Today's topic, we are talking injuries. Every athlete goes through them, some of them worse than other. Some of them force you to retire. But I feel like this is a safe space, Caroline. I'm curious. Have you had any bad injuries before?
My fingers are kind of effed up. Pinky.
Yeah? Yeah, your fingers are messed up. This is as straight as it goes.
Do you want to talk?
Oh, wait,
Dude.
we're kind of the same.
Yeah, I told you. Like, you can't. It's the exact same thing here.
That's actually impressive. How
Win.
How bad? That's amazing. How bad was it? Was it sideways?
So it turned. I was in like my sophomore year of high school, and I went to a tournament, and then like first point, a ball was tooled, and it snagged my hand like that, and then it immediately went black and blue, and then was numb, but it wasn't sideways. And my dad's just like, "You're fine, tape it." And then the next day I wake up and it's out like a cactus in 6 different colors. So no, Dad, I wasn't fine. It was actually broken. So that's kind of on you for that one.
Yeah, it's Joe Jaravicious for you. Mm-hmm. Toughen up. Yeah, that's probably like the least. But yeah, no, mine went sideways. I went up, I hit someone, and it literally was pointed that way. Yeah. It's in high school, and then they just like snapped it back in, taped it up. That's
how this one was. That was an S.
Like, yeah. Really see, they told me to put it in a splint, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And then here I sit with my finger looking like this.
No, it's okay. This is also my wedding hand. So my wedding is going to go here. So like engagement pictures, I'm going to have to be like
good.
That.
Good thing you'll never get married.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm dying alone. Landon, what the hell? Oh my God.
I'm so sorry, Caroline.
I don't confide in you for nothing.
Yeah, that's
serious?
True. I'm sorry. We just broke a lot of trust there, Caroline.
All right.
All right.
Next
one. No. As someone who went through it, I guess so. You're very lucky, Caroline. You have not been through that. Like, yeah, sorry. There is that like going through the injury of like when you have a real one. I had like my labrum, had the meniscus where you like question yourself. You go through like the anger first of like, why me? You deal with that.
Yeah.
And then you do like the get back where it's like the surgery and you're just in pain. And it's like, sometimes if it's like dark and cold, both of mine when I was here, it was like January.
Oh my God, depression.
Oh, and it's seasonal so depressing. You already have seasonal depression, and then it's just like way worse.
You're watching everyone else like practice around you too. Yes. That's the worst part because that's like the athlete of like, I got to be doing more, I got to be doing more, I got to be doing more, and then like tweaking out when you're not. I've been through some of that, but definitely not to your extent. So as we were.
Yeah, as I was. Yes, and obviously for those who are watching that don't know, I had to retire due to concussions. That was difficult because it was like you've had a concussion too, right?
I've gotten conked.
What was like the worst? Have you had like really bad symptoms? Did you ever deal with like the emotional side of it?
Yes. So I got clocked in the head during beach volleyball by my roommate. I was going up to block her, and Andy Jackson on Nebraska Now while I was at Nebraska bounced a ball off my head. It went 2 courts over. I turn around. I'm like, okay, next ball. My Pit Vipers had like flown 3 courts over too. I turn around, I like start sobbing uncontrollably. And it wasn't because like I was embarrassed or it hurt, but it was just like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? And then I felt nauseous, and then I didn't feel like myself. And then like then my head was like pounding. And then we had to take like a 7-hour flight home from California.
Oh my God, the like air pressure.
The air pressure, and then like the turbulence. And then that was like my first week of college ball. So I was like, everybody like started indoor practice without me, and I felt behind and I was freaking out.
How long were you out for?
2-3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
I was on the stupid assault bike doing like those workouts instead.
Oh, you always have to do, and you have to like build your way up. You do like a 30-second cycle, and then they like stop you, and they're like, how do you feel? And there was like so many like symptom checklists. It was so annoying to have to pick out like, how do you feel 1 through 10? And it's like
I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Fucking no. God.
I really don't know. Don't ask me this right now.
Yeah.
There's also the baseline testing where like you have to stand on one foot for your balance, and then the other foot, and then is that what you had to do?
Yeah, we took a computerized test when you first get to like Penn State. We did in high school too with football. They make you take like a computerized test that has your baseline score, and then you take it when you're concussed.
I have taken this.
You've taken it?
I had to take this.
I've known guys to say that like they've like done bad on purpose on the baseline, so if they fail it when they're concussed,
don't expose.
We're not throwing any names out there. Nick Dawkins. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was just a complete joke.
Shade. Okay.
Just a little shade out there. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't him. No, but no, that's a real thing. Some people have done that. I never like passed mine again. Like when I failed it, after my concussion. And I will say, just back to when you were talking about crying, I remember like none of mine I had the emotions too bad. My last one, that like the concussion that I had to retire off of, I remember though, I went in the locker room and I was with like some assistant that I didn't even really know. Like it was like a new like water girl assistant guy. It was a guy because we were in the locker room. And I just started like uncontrollably sobbing. And they were like, it's okay. Like, you're going to get back out there. It's okay. And at the time, like, I had no clue it was going to be that bad. Like, in that moment, I wasn't thinking that, like, I was done playing. But, like, I just remember just, like, the lack of, like, control I had. Mm-hmm. And it was just so scary. And then that, like, continued on for, like, weeks. And that was, like, honestly a really big reason why I decided to retire. Like, I technically had the option. Like, I could still be playing right now. But I went through, like, a good, like, 6 to 8 weeks of just not being myself, like in any capacity.
It's scary. Like it's really, really scary. I don't know. Your mind matters more than your sport, in my opinion. So in your case, it's like CTE is real. Very, very, very real.
Yeah.
So.
Like we've both been around a lot of NFL players, and like you see in the NFL guys, like they just like, especially get older. Like I was saying, I was like very sporadic, and like I came out of that. Who knows? Landon, when he's 50, check back in. I'll be still in this studio just like sporadically yelling at people.
Perfect.
But yeah, it'll be great. We'll still be doing this show. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, right. Because I'll be here in 50 years.
Hopefully.
Yeah. In State College? In Penn State's campus?
Single alone Caroline.
This is not going to become a running theme.
This is going to be good. This is actually, okay, this is the inside joke for the start of Truth Be Told. But you're just like the butt of the joke, Caroline.
I hate these people.
God, this is amazing. I love this show.
Okay.
Caroline's never going to tell me anything ever again.
No, ever. Keep talking.
It's over. No, I am being honest. I was over, I won't use any names, but I was over, this is high school. I was over at one of my teammates' house, and his dad played in the NFL for like 12 years, and he was a defensive tackle. Mm-hmm. Big dude. Oh. And I like mosey on downstairs. He lives in this nice condo, rich dude, and he's making breakfast. And I'm like, oh, sweet. Big dog's making breakfast. Go down. I'm like, hey, what's up? And I just like look, and I thought I heard him say something. And I'm like, oh, what? And then I look, and he is staring directly at the wall. The wall's probably this far away. And he has beef with the wall. He's telling the wall, I don't remember exactly what it was, but he's like, why'd you do that? And I'm like, I kind of just stood there, like my jaw was open. I had to like close my mouth. I'm like, yo, this is real. And then he just kind of went back to normal a little bit. And he was just like, oh, hey, what's up, Landon? Making eggs and bacon.
Yeah, that wall.
And I'm like,
real good.
Yeah. And ever since then, like, I'm going to be honest. Like, when I was going through everything with my concussion, like, I saw that in my head, like, the entire time. Like, I kept replaying. Like talking to
the wall?
Yeah, I'll call him my man, Big J. I kept replaying my man, Big J, just talking to the wall the entire time.
That's tough.
And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm like, that can't be me. I can't do it.
And that's, like, a very mature decision for you to have made. Because, like, your older self's going to thank you. But, like, right now, yeah, it sucks because you want to be out there playing. But
I'd love to be a millionaire.
You don't want to be best friends with the wall.
No, yeah, I wouldn't like that. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's hard. And you like, yeah, I mean, you've seen, obviously your dad has went through injuries and stuff. Like, you've seen him go through, you said a couple different, like, types of injuries.
Yeah, he had staph when I was...
You can die from that, right?
You can die from that. Yeah, I was in the hospital for about 8 months. But he...
What?
Yeah.
8 months?
Almost had to get it amputated. Almost turned into sepsis. It was
leg or?
Leg. And, like, he has a massive scar on his knee. But, like, we spent Easter in the hospital. And then I think it went all the way through Thanksgiving. But I remember I felt like such an asshole because I ate his chocolate bunny. But I didn't know what was going on. I'm 6. But my dad has staph in a hospital at the Cleveland Clinic.
Was he still playing?
That's what ended his career. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's why he stopped. But, yeah, so I've seen stuff like that. I mean, he's still, like, constantly, like, in pain. And, like, even my mom, just, like, from track and, like, her shins and then just her knees and stuff, like, it takes a toll on you. So I'd love to know what future Caroline, when she's alone and single, is going to be dealing with. But
Caroline with cats, single, and knee pain. I hate it. And some concussion. Caroline's never coming back.
This is my last episode. You heard it here, folks. Landon's pissing me off.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but Caroline, it's okay. It's all right. We'll find you someone.
Stop talking. Just stop talking, Landon. What other injuries have you had, Landon?
Oh, other injuries. I'll tell you, I had a meniscus, but I came back within like 8 days. That was the craziest thing.
How?
I was kind of excited. I don't know. It was one of those ones where they just like chopped it. They like literally went in. It was like a little sliver was messed up, and I because it was like really tight and like messed up,
Okay.
and they just like chopped it off. And then I came back and like I did surgery. It was like basically like a laser, and they just like shaved it off. Yeah, they like shaved it off, and then like I thought it was gonna be a while, and that was my first like real big injury, and it was like a week, and I was like back full, and we weren't even in pads yet. And I just remember thinking, I was like, I'm like Superman. I'm like, I can just like come back within a week of like a knee injury.
You're that guy.
And then, yeah, I'm that guy. And then, shit happens. And then I had like the labrum that was out for like 6 months. And then
That's my biggest fear. Because like I swing constantly. Like my arm is like put to use every single day. But I'm double jointed. So I think that helps. Like my mechanics are actually, I've been told this before. My mechanics on my arm swing actually are top percent mechanics in that it's the best for injury prevention. Like the way I swing, like it's really, really hard for me to get hurt. Again, knock on wood, but that's what I've been told by trainers and strength coaches and stuff.
It's like really cool. That's like, I feel like being like double jointed in your shoulder might be like one of the best adaptations for like a volleyball player that there is.
It's like Michael Phelps, like the way he's built, like a fish, like a little.
He is.
Fish.
He's built this way. I've seen him in person. He's just like really like
You've seen
kind
him
of
in
weird.
person?
He's from Maryland. He's like a Maryland superstar. So like I'd see him
around everywhere in Maryland. Yeah.
Yeah, just like my buddy
Oh my
Michael.
God, Michael Phelps.
My buddy Michael, the most decorated Olympian ever.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, that's real. Some people are built for it.
Yeah,
Some people,
I think that's crazy too. Like, it's like a genetic aid. Like you can't help it. Like your body's just built different, and like it makes you 1,000 times better. Michael Phelps is like a key point. Katie Ledecky too.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like
Great swimmer.
I don't know. Again, like built like Michael Phelps. I think it's crazy how that works.
Well, I mean, I think it's probably not a coincidence that the people that are just like perfectly sculpted for their sport end up being the best at their sport.
Shocker.
Yeah.
What a statement.
Really? It is crazy.
Oh my God. Write that down.
Caroline, we're having revolutions here. This is
You
amazing.
could write an essay on that.
It's getting real sarcastic here at Studio
Yeah.
Center with Caroline.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It probably is. I think it might be time to wrap it up,
Maybe.
Caroline.
I think so, Landon.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Caroline's got to get home, feed her cat, and making sure that her double jointed shoulders ice down. I'm going to go home and probably eat some. I'm going to Red Lobster, actually.
Oh.
She's not. Yeah, I wasn't getting any response after that.
No, you're not. You're
There's
done.
this completely off topic. There's a new seafood boil at Red Lobster. I'm going to go try it. Didn't even know we had a Red Lobster in town.
We do. There's also a really, really good seafood market down the road. It's called Maine and Berry, and it's like they get their stuff fresh from Maine every single Monday.
Miss Caroline, I already know about that.
Okay,
Come
well,
on
I
now.
didn't until last week.
Get you a lobster roll.
I did. It was so good.
It is like
so
it's
good.
some of the best lobster around.
Yeah, and then they have like a little like ravioli side shop in there. So I highly suggest going to Maine and Berry.
Hashtag not sponsored, but
Hashtag not sponsored,
Absolutely.
but I'll see you guys this week when I go get my seafood.
we'll see you there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of Truth Be Told. We will see you next time.